Hey, welcome back to Engine Shop Joe. We all know those dreadful fault code numbers that we don't ever want to see. 2639, 1981, 1921, and 1922. For those of you that aren't familiar with those fault codes, those are the fault codes that the ECM logs when your after treatment filter is beginning to get restricted, and then restricted so thoroughly that the engine's really having a hard time even running, and sometimes they'll even shut it down. And if you watch my past series on after treatment, you know that it should take minimum of 8 hours for the ECM to reach through all those stages. But the other day I saw a vehicle that had all 4 stages that logged within a couple hours, and there was a gang of other faults too. And lo and behold, I found a technical service bulletin that was talking about it. So let's take a look at the faults first. And if you see all of these faults gang together in your fault snapshot, then here's what you're going to do. Let's watch and see. First of all, on the left, there's all the engine families that this can affect. So the B series, the L9s, the X12s, and the X15s. And notice at the bottom, you've got the 2450s, which is the brand new, really 2021 and newer engines out there. Maybe 2020, a few snuck out. But all the newer stuff, and they're having trouble with the diesel particulate filter differential pressure sensor. And the sensors aren't bad, but every once in a while, one of them will lose their seal, their watertight integrity. That sensor lives in a very harsh environment. Back under the step there, it sees rain, fog, freezing temperature, extreme heat. It sees it all. So if you see these faults, the 4 stages of plugging, which is the 2639, 1981, 1921, 1922, if you see those along with the faults that are up on top, just change the sensor, run it through a regen. If nothing comes back, of course you clear the faults before you run it through the regen. If none of the faults come back, you're good to go. You can check for a calibration update. If there's one that addresses any of these, you can put that in. But the faults up on top, the 1881, 3133, those faults, they are, a lot of those have to deal with the wrong voltages coming in from the sensor, or erratic, or abnormal updates, or abnormal voltage swings, things that would happen when a sensor gets moisture in it. So easy fix, but a scary list of faults when you first take a look at it. Thanks for joining me at Engine Shop Joe.